Hello and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be trying something called the IronMan challenge due to popular request and there not really being a whole lot to do in World of Warcraft at the moment. What is the IronMan challenge, you may ask? Well, it's basically a challenge where you get from 1 to as high as you can possibly go without doing the following. Do not die, no potions or flasks, no dungeons or raids, you can't join a guild, you're not allowed to pick a spec. And basically, you're not allowed to have green gear, only white gear, and that's pretty much it. No external buffs, no bonuses given from other characters. Basically, you play this character as if it was your only character, no external help from any of your ults or anything. So this is the IronMan challenge. I'm interested to see how far we can get, and it should be a lot of fun. So let's jump right into it. I'm going to make an undead mage, like my first ever WoW character, and bring back a little bit of nostalgia, because I love the undead starting area. There it is, that's the same hairstyle, same everything, I think. Iron Peon. Undead mage, let's start the adventure. Let's see how far we can get. The undead intro cinematic, this brings back memories. It's changed quite a lot though since I first ever logged in. Let's do this. I have never noticed this. How is that thing still alive? So we are allowed to wear these because they're white gear. So I'm not allowed to join a guild either because you get an XP bonus for that. Still hitting pretty hard, no heirlooms. Level 2. Don't think death knell's really changed a whole lot since I first started playing. This wasn't here when I first started playing. There was never arrows on these corpses. Actually, I don't even think this was a quest when I first started playing. I don't remember this. And mages never used to start out with Frost Firebolt, it was just Fireball. I remember these mobs used to really creep me out when I first started playing WoW. The ghouls. They almost look like undead Worgen. You'd think all these bodies would just snap his bones. There we go, level 3. We've got the Flax Belt upgrade and the Flax Boots. I'm sure I'm going to have these for a damn long time. Here's Lillian Voss. She has one incredible quest line. We're going to be seeing a lot of Lillian Voss in this starting experience. And I'm pretty sure Lillian's one of the daughters of a Scarlet officer or something. Look at this scrub on his heirloom mount. He hasn't got the balls for the IronMan challenge. Flax braces, another huge upgrade, and then we get a flax vest. Great, we're going to go fight my favourite type of mob. Fucking spiders. Great. I absolutely hate spiders. It's just anything with more than 6 legs. I am freaked out by it. I'm not a fan of insects in general, actually. Insects always spook me. So let's have a look at the abilities I'm going to get access to. I'll get Fire Blast, which is going to help my damage. Blink, it's just great for kiting. Counter Spell, that's going to help against casters. Polymorph, this is huge. And it's probably one of the main reasons I decided to pick a mage. The polymorph's definitely going to help once we get further into the series and we start coming against multiple mobs that are really close together. You can always just poly one, and then I've got Ice Block, Cone of Cold. So I've got lots of slows, so my kiting ability is pretty nice. For those of you wondering why I'm not using the heirloom mount, the heirloom mount is actually against the rules in the IronMan challenge. You can use a mount at level 20. Oh, this is fun. If you was walking through the forest in real life and you saw trees covered by this many spider webs, would you fucking walk through them? I don't think I would. Too sexy for me. Undead mages without robes look horrendous, let's be honest. Gotta collect that copper, yo. Vital Intelligence. So this is where we move out of the starting area and we head off to one of my favourite and most nostalgic places in WoW, Brill. Although they did really change a lot about Brill, which I loved. I'm probably going to be sad once we get to Brill because it's not how I remember it. Sweet, I didn't realise we got level 5. We got Fire Blast now. We can do some big deeps. Let's see how quickly we can kill this Dusk Bat. Boom. Get wrecked. We have the damage, we're going to be fine for quite a few levels. Gordo, I remember this guy. I remember when I first started and the first time I head to Brill, saw this guy wandering along the path and I just thought, what the fuck is that? His model looks so outdated now, but he still looks absolutely terrifying. You wouldn't want to meet him in an alleyway, if he could fit in the alleyway. This is a classy looking undead. The best thing about doing this on a mage is Frost Firebolt slows. So by the time the mobs get up to me, if they're not dead already, I can just Frost Nova and walk all the way back and easy mode. GG, no re. Why is there a troll warrior leveling in the undead starting area? He must really hate the troll starting area. Troll druid. What's with all the trolls coming to the undead starting area? Stop! There we go. I've always thought Frost Firebolt looks really awesome visually. Look at that. It just looks so powerful. I'm not going to be taking any risks and doing stupid things like jumping off cliffs in this. Murlocs are so damn creepy. If they existed in real life, I think my fear of them would be just as great as my fear of spiders. Look at him go. Running with his mouth open. Come on, Murloc. I wonder what this guy wants to do with that Murloc. Why does he want this Murloc in his bedroom? He's named the Murloc Speckle. Okay, whatever tickles your pickle. Orange juice, the drink of kings. I can cast 4 Frost Firebolts, 4 or 5 Frost Firebolts before they even get to me. You carry the taint of the Scourge, prepare to enter the twisting nether. This guy racist? Small closed confined buildings like this is where I'm going to need to be careful later as we go along. Lillian Voss. I'm here to rescue you. So her father basically disowns her because she's become one of the Scourge. Well, at least as an undead, I don't have to worry about drowning. What doesn't make sense is how fire spells work underwater, because fuck physics. Variety is the spice of death. That sounds like something an emo would say. Wow, I've never noticed this before. Schools of undead fish in the Tirisful Glades lakes. Sometimes when doing things like this, it's cool just to look at the finer details, the things that you don't really notice too often. Why is there a Tauren leveling here? Is the undead starting area really that popular? What could Gordo possibly want with Gloomweed? He's a huge undead abomination. At least the IronMan challenge doesn't ban us from using Numlock. Where would we be without our good friend Numlock? Kill the rotting dead. These also used to creep me out because they usually run towards you quite quickly. It's okay as a mage. I was a very sensitive child. Everything in this game scared me. I want to save as much of this linen cloth as I can and train my first aid. You're not allowed to train your primary professions in the IronMan challenge, but you are allowed to train secondary. So first aid is allowed. I wonder what Tirisful Glades used to look like before it was infested by the Scourge. I bet it was quite a nice place, probably similar to Elwyn Forest. Level 7. We're making that progress, and we've got Blink, yes! Here it is, Brill. This place has changed so much since the Cataclysm revamp. Kind of makes me really sad because I absolutely loved the old Brill. I remember the stables, the inn which had its own unique music. I know it probably looks better in terms of graphical fidelity, but it's just lost its charm for me. First aid trainer, this is what we want. This was the first city I ever visited in WoW. And I don't think I actually did the Bat quest, which I'm doing now. I remember getting really confused on the lifts and getting lost quite a lot in this place. The sewers, the rogue's favourite place to hang out. Level 9 elite mob. He's only got 180 HP. Pretty sure I can take him. Fucking hell, 1,320 XP. Oh look, he's got some green gear which I can't wear. Scarlet Missionary. I wonder what your favourite position is. And now we've got a counter spell. Excellent. And now we've got an orc leveling here. Do people just not like leveling in Kalimdor? It's going to feel good once we get the ability to mount up.
Embrace the shadow.
Embrace the shadows. I think this is going to be really easy until we get to like level 20, because at low levels all of the mobs are actually scaled, so you're wearing like white gear anyway. But once we get into the later levels where the game expects you to have green gear or blue gear, then I think that's when we're going to start the trouble. We're going to see a real difficulty spike at that point. Rot-hide mongrels. Gnolls, I've always found gnolls to be really, really ugly. They're not the most attractive looking mobs in the world, are they? Mutated pigmen. Whoa. This is creepy. I've never noticed this before. Little things like this are the reason why I love open world sandbox MMOs, because when you come back and level an alt, you can take different routes and you often see a lot of things you didn't notice the first time around. You don't really get that in games which have heavily instanced zones and a very linear quest line. Yeah, 50 quests completed. We did it, boys. Look at these little guys. Aren't they cute? Oh, did we frighten him to death? Die, Murky. I guess we'll soon be getting to one of my most memorable quest chains as a new player. The Argman family crits. I've never trained first aid to max on any of my max level characters. Or any secondary profession for that matter. I've always ignored cooking, fishing, first aid. Just don't do it for some reason. Maybe it's worth doing. I wonder if that's still even a quest where you actually go down into the crypt. Ah, I remember this one. This is where you go into all the different buildings. I remember dying here quite a few times, actually. Oh, this should be level 10. Nice. You can now pick a specialization. No, we can't because we're doing the Iron Man challenge. Do we not have to go down into the crypts anymore? Have they actually removed this quest? I remember going down into here. It being an absolute nightmare when I first started playing. See, when I started playing, this aggro range was huge. You'd pull like 3 things. It's not as hard as I remember it, that's for sure. Let's kill Captain Dargol for old time's sake. Oh wait, we got a quest thing drop? Dargol's skull. So it's still a quest, but it's a very optional quest. Shadow Priest Melina, I'm ready. Gotta do this all RP style. Hey Shadow Priestess. Would you like a bone? Look at that sick transmog. I look so good. I look like an absolute baller. There she is, our queen, our saviour. The one and only Lady Sylvanas. Isn't she beautiful? For an undead lady, I have to admit Sylvanas is pretty hot. Mr. Panda, you have no business being in the undead starting area. I've never been a fan of these quests where you have to kill something and there's like a percentage chance of things dropping. This is what I'm missing, wow, about the new max level zones. There's no choice, like here at level 11 I could level Silverpine Forest, Ghostlands, Northern Barrens, Ajara. Don't really have much choice anymore, especially in the newer zones. Like in Wrath of the Lich King you could go to Barren Tundra or the Howling Fjord, and it just felt like we had a lot more choice. I do miss that. We need to kill a bunch of nopes to get some nope venom. The Scarlet Monastery in the distance, I haven't seen this place in such a long time. I remember going to the entrance of the Scarlet Monastery back when I first started. Oh, damn. Lillian has been tearing it up. Oh, shit! Fucking hell, that scared me. Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking die. Holy fuck, dude. What the fuck? That was so fucking close. Why did I try and take the route near the Scarlet Monastery? I forgot that there's like level 30s there. That guy almost killed me. I was one hit away from dying already in episode 1. Are you fucking kidding me? Wow, this is what happens when you lose concentration for just a few seconds. I think Lillian saved me. I think she took the aggro there. So if we just do one attack, go Lillian, go. Father, Lillian, it's so nice to see you. He has a nice mog. Wow, it's wrecking her dad's friends. You raised me to be a killer. How am I doing, daddy? He should be running at this point. I remember now, you told me to only kill the undead. So do you want me to kill myself, daddy? Then again, why kill myself when I can kill you instead? He's not having a very good time. Every day I'm riding the bat, going through the zones. I am playing an undead mage because I have no bones. I am dead, I do not care, flying through the night. I'm an undead motherfucker, and I'm gonna give you a fright. Ah, that's brutal. Look at all the little spiders crawling over it. So I think now would be a decent enough time to end the video. Now heading into Silverpine Forest. Almost died already, which spooked the crap out of me. I need to be really careful, especially when going near Alliance camps, because I will just get one hit. So that's it for my first episode of the Iron Man challenge. Let me know what you guys think of it in the comments below. Do you like the format? I've tried to just skip to all the good bits so it's not a long boring video, and I just hope you enjoy it because there's not really much for me to cover in WoW at the moment, so it's good for me just to be able to do this. Anyway, you take it easy guys, and I'll see you again very soon. First up, you'll need to make an account. I'd recommend starting with a trial account and play to level 20 to see if you enjoy playing the game before upgrading to a full account. On screen you can see how to make an account on both EU and US servers. Bear in mind you can't play on EU and US servers with